Hey guys, it's Amber. I know it's been a while since I've shot a video. December was kind of crazy and with Christmas and everything. But here it is, January. So happy New Year, everybody. I hope that you guys had a great holiday season. And I hope that for my infertility sisters and brothers that it just wasn't too tough for you guys. For me, I was struggling, and I just want to apologize first because my nose is congested. I've been sick the last couple of days. That's how I rung in my new year, so you'll have to forgive me. But yeah, as I was saying, Christmas was kind of hard. I heard about an IVF grant giveaway. It was like the end of the first week of December. And so we spent that week trying to get things together. I have a friend of a friend who volunteered their services to help us shoot and edit a video, since one of the criteria was like the quality of the video. So I uploaded that video in December, and if you want the link for it, you can go ahead and head over to my Instagram and that'll give you the link for the YouTube video. I just don't want everybody seeing it just because my husband's pretty yeah, anyhow, he just is more private than I am, and so he didn't want like anybody that he works with or whatever just to go and be able to see it. So yeah, it was we did that. We did the video and I thought it turned out really great, even though I wasn't really happy with how I looked in it, but it's whatever. We submitted it and then we just waited. Thankfully, it was only a turnaround time of about a week before we were going to find out if we had won or not. And so we did not win, unfortunately. And that was kind of disappointing, to say the least. I had kind of expected that we might not win just because I figured there would be a lot of people that would apply for it. And you know, with infertility, I've just kind of learned to not really get my hopes up with anything. And I know that sounds really sad and negative, but I think it's just kind of the reality is that you get so used to disappointment, like month after month after month, and then bad doctor's report after bad doctor's report. I just feel like I've been inundated with bad news. And so, or with things going off plan, off schedule, whatever. So I'm just kind of always in this mind of like, expect the worst and hope for the best. And I don't know if that's the best way to approach it or not, but I do find that it helps me to not be so carried away on this roller coaster of emotions, because then it's just kind of more, instead of being like this, it's more like boop, boop, you know. Sorry for that. So I'm not gonna really edit this video, just FYI, because I'm just don't have the energy for that. But I felt like I should do a check-in because here it is the 3rd. And I wanted to update you guys because I know it's been a while. I do have my consult coming up on Monday, which is the 8th. And I'm really, I'm excited for it because I'm glad to be moving forward, but I'm also anxious, again, kind of with the always expecting for things to go wrong. I'm trying to, prepare myself for hard news or for bad news, or just I don't really know what to expect. And so I'm just trying to prepare myself for whatever bad might come, or whatever might come that's maybe even just less than optimal. So yeah, and like I said in my last video, my weight is kind of a concern because I know that some clinics are particular about that. And so that's something else that I've been thinking about is, well, am I going to get denied because I'm too fat? Are they going to tell you, like, you got to lose 45 pounds before we'll even see you? Like, I don't know. And so, and I'm a very type A person. Okay, I guess I am editing it because my video is gonna shut off soon. Anyways, so I am a very type A person, and I like to plan, and I like to think that I have some kind of semblance of control in my life, and infertility has taught me quite the opposite, that I don't have as much control as I think I do, and that whatever control that I perceive I have is really just an illusion. And that's kind of scary to be in that place of feeling like you don't have as much, I don't know, just that I don't have as much control over the outcome of various things in my life, like specifically with infertility, as I would like to. That feeling of powerlessness is really hard for me to take, because it's not fun, and I don't know. It's hard. You're kind of like brought up, or at least, you know, with these American values or whatever. I feel like it was always instilled in me of, you just work hard, you do what you got to do, you be self-sufficient, you just go, and like all of these values of, you know, your pursuit of happiness and whatnot. And then when you're an adult and you're trying your butt off to pursue happiness, and you're getting detoured and detoured and detoured, and then the reality comes that, like, I don't have control over this. Over a lot of things that happen in my life, I don't have control. And I'm sorry, this video is getting really existential and all of that. I blame it on the cold medicine. But, you know, it's just the reality. And if you're new on this journey, I really hope that you don't have to experience what I've had to walk through. It's tough. I hope that you have a easier journey and a smoother journey than what I've had, because it's I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. Words fail me. But on the other hand, I am very glad that I've had some of the setbacks that I have had, because they have brought me to the end of myself, and I have grown tremendously in my faith and as a person, and I have learned to open up and lean on people and be vulnerable, which is something that I've always really struggled with doing. And this journey kind of throws you into that the longer that you're in it. And I think you can make two choices. You can really distance yourself from your struggle and kind of keep it in, and not let anybody know what's going on. And that sucks. Like, I tried that for the first year, maybe 2 years almost, of not really telling a whole lot of people like how in the thick of things we really were. And it was lonely. It was so lonely, and it was so heartbreaking. And even my husband, I tried to protect him from all my crazy emotions that I was feeling at the time, because I would have some days where I just felt like awful, like just scrape me off the floor kind of thing, because I was just so heartbroken over the fact that this hadn't happened yet. And that was before we figured out what was going on. And so I am thankful for that, because having those answers, as hard as they were, to hear those news, it helped me to kind of come to terms with my situation and to not be so just on that roller coaster, you know, because that kind of brought me back down to earth a little bit, with having more realistic expectations of what's going on with my situation and what the likelihood of us conceiving was. So yeah, I'm just really rambling at this point, so I'm gonna try and wrap it up. I'm sorry that this is kind of just very flighty. This video is. I know I'm all over the place, and I appreciate if you're watching this now that you have stuck through this. I just have a lot, as you can imagine, kind of going through my mind, and it's helpful to talk it out. But what I was trying to say earlier is just that if you take the other option and you actually put yourself out there and open up about your struggles, it is a risk, and you might not get 100% positive, warm vibes of feedback. And I haven't either. I've had a lot of missteps from people I've told where they have said things unknowingly hurtful, or like my very best friend, she was my best friend for some time. She was more acquainted with my struggle than anybody else. And she looked at me one day and said, well, have you thought about losing weight? Really? No, I hadn't thought about that. Thank you for imparting that genius on me. You know, and so people are going to say stupid stuff, especially people that haven't been through this or haven't known anybody personally that has been through this. They're going to say dumb things. Even very well-meaning people will say dumb things, but it's better than walking through it alone. It's better than walking through it with people being blind to your pain. And at least you're giving somebody the opportunity to be there for you, as opposed to going through it silently. Then you're denying people the opportunity to love you and to tend for you in a very real way that you really will need it. So all that to say, I'm very thankful that we have I've gone the route of telling people. My husband would never tell anybody if that was the case, if it was left to him. But for me, I just couldn't do it by myself anymore. And so I'm glad that I have decided to open up. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Gosh, I know it's probably going to be a train wreck, but this is just inside the mind of infertile Amber. So, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you guys following me on Facebook and Instagram. I love connecting with you guys that have started watching. I know there hasn't been many of y'all yet, but I value each and every person that has reached out to me, that has given me love and words of encouragement. I appreciate it immensely, trust me. Even if I don't know you personally, it still is helpful to know that there are people who are standing behind you and supporting you. So thank you for that. And I hope that everybody has an awesome 2018. I hope that this year just brings all of us our deepest heart desires. If that's a baby, if that's marriage, if that's a career, I don't know. I don't care what it looks like for you, but I mean, I do care, but it doesn't change the matter. If it's something that your heart just aches for, then it's still hard no matter what it is, no matter if it's a baby or something else. And so I know what it's like to have that hope deferred, and I want you to know that I stand with you and in your wait, no matter what it is that you're waiting for. So I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.